Be prepared for highly offensive language from the start and throughout, and adult and sexual themes.
Oh, beautiful! Yeah. Oh, it's drag night tonight. I'm so excited. You know, we've got Michelle on, we've got Bianca. I've waited for this moment for years. I really, really have. Like, Emma done it last time, and I was like, Bob, what a letdown. She didn't even dress up. Do you know what I mean? Now I'm like, sorry, 1 minute. Hello? Yeah, it's me. I was just doing my makeup. Yeah, my hair, did my hair. What do you mean? Yeah, but people loved it when I was Britney for the toxic thing, so I should be able to... No, but I want to dress up. Well, of course they're going to know it's me! Oh, forget it! Get out! Get out! Just get out! Get out now! Such a hot mess of a spin-off show, it's unreal. You might notice we're packing a little bit of extra sass in the audience tonight, girls. Look at this, giving it one of them. We've got an eviction night looming and we're going to be having a drag race of our own coming up tonight. It wouldn't be a drag special without Dame Judy James is in the house tonight. She's going to be sorting the realness from the fakeness later on in the show. Plus, we've got all the latest news and exclusive direct from the house. But now, from drags to riches, it's time to meet our panel of dreams. She's got dimples to die for, all the way from NYC. It's last year's winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, Bianca Del Rio! Amazing! Serving a bit of Essex realness, give it up for Bobby Norris! Yeah! There he is! Who loves a double hand. And get your punk ass up, biscuit! You love it. And finally, she only speaks the tea. It's drag mother to them all. The fierce, the fabulous. Be upstanding for Michelle Visage! Girl, get up, Michelle. Oh, what a night already. Bianca, I've got to say, congratulations. Welcome to Bots. Never been on Bots before.
I haven't. I'm very excited.
Bots virgin. How's it feel being here? We've told everyone up a special.
Well, I feel so natural compared to all of that. I'm excited.
Well, listen, there's a lot of drag-filled excitement in here. I think we might have misplaced one of the queens in the Big Brother house. Have a look.
I'm the best supermodel in the world.
I mean, she's surfing it, I'm not going to lie. But let's talk about tonight's show. It was all quite civilised, to be fair. We saw Austin make a couple of apologies, most notably to Chloe Jasmine. Mish, she's given the shade. Off you go.
I have to tell you, I believed a majority of them. I think he did really want to apologize. But I think he apologized mostly because he realized how he was coming across.
Do you think?
So I think there was an ulterior motive as to why he was apologizing. But I think the apologies were true. I think they were heartfelt. Otherwise, he would have shut up.
Yeah, but the tension's been quite... You're all right. You can clap, darling. Don't you? You're all right. She's done it. The tension's been pretty tense between the two of them. Do you think it was genuine scope? You've been in there.
100%. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I would have been the guy that...
I think there's a couple of girls that will for you. I'm not just saying.
I would have gone to him and told him that he needed to sit his ass down and do that. I think in my absence, James really had to talk with him because Austin can be a real hothead, but when you come to him with common sense and you make him know understand how
listens.
he looks, he listens to you.
Bianca, what did you make of it?
I think it's shady. I don't trust any queen. You know, you never know what they're about. I think that, it was a bit much earlier, and then now he's getting nice, so I have my suspicions. But that's just me. I don't trust anybody.
Well, we heard that Jenna said that Chloe and Stevie are hard to friggin' oust, with Austin agreeing that the British public must know something that they don't. So, Bobby, what do we know about Stevie and Chloe that they don't?
I mean, I don't know. The jury's still out. I'm... you know what, no. I'm not going in on them because, you know what, they're lovely. They are what they are, but... I'm going to be really honest. Watching last night's show, I don't buy all the crying because, actually, every time the camera pans onto her face, the makeup hasn't blemished. There isn't a tear there, and I'm like, actually...
And, babe, there ain't no waterproof out there.
There is no
That's good.
waterproof that's doing that, do you know what I mean? And I think you can cry all you want, tiny tears, but unless I see the water coming down, right, I don't buy it.
Well, but the thing is, Austin said to Chloe that she's amazing, she's a pleasure to be around. What? Where does that come from?
Well,
I don't trust it. That's what I'm saying.
It's the strongest woman he's ever seen.
Do you think he's taking the piss?
Obviously, yeah, 100%.
Well, James did play a bit of a part in it. He clearly sees him as a good mate, but James didn't seem so sure about all of that. What do you make of it, Scoop? Do you think Austin is being sincere?
I love Austin. That's my guy, but I don't see it, man. I think he had to be told to do it because I know how he feels, and that ain't it. So, in all reality, I would tell Austin when he gets out, I didn't believe it.
But it's been a bit rocky with James and Austin. I mean, James chose for Austin to be invisible so he could have a holiday.
Wouldn't that be great if we could all do that?
Bobs, what are you making of that choice? Because we spoke about this last night and a lot of people saying he's done that because it's his mate and you don't want him to get in more trouble. What do you think?
I think he's tried to mark his card. He's had the little chat with him and said, look, you're coming across as a bit of a bully. But I think he's done that to, A, try and mark Austin's card, but also in the back of his mind, I think he's trying to be a little bit savvy and thinking, right, if that's coming across to the viewers, I don't want to look like I'm getting associated with that. Because you know what they say, if you lay with dogs, you pick up fleas. And he don't want to be down the vets getting his front line.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True.
So he's just putting it out there and he's trying to...
Scoop, you're in away like an owl. Go on.
I'm listening to that. I think, to be honest with you, I think James, he would stand up for Austin regardless, but Austin does look like a bully, and that's, again,
Why does he look like a bully? Who is he bullying? He's telling everybody how he feels, how he felt left down, that somebody did not be there for him, and then she went and cheers the next night and then brought her fiancé. Why does he look like a bully? Because he's saying how he feels.
You know something? I take that back because I forgot that she did the toast.
Yes!
That right there, hold on.
Yeah.
Austin, you are not a damn bully. Austin, the thing about Austin, he'll call you out just like that.
Yeah.
And I will tell them to their face, how do you don't mess with liquor, then you mess with liquor, then you don't mess with liquor. The big row took place because Austin got tight because when we were all out there, she wasn't there. And I told her, I said, if you don't like the man, just say, listen, I don't like you and I'm not coming to your event. And that's it, it's over, it's done.
And it was just that Austin seemed to be trying to get an answer and he never really got an apology, did he? B, let's bring it back to James. Do you think two people can become best friends over 500 hours?
Well, I think this. I've met many people. I've clicked instantly with Michelle.
I mean, who don't?
As a friend.
Not me?
No.
I had to pay you. I had to pay you, to be fair.
Yeah, but I didn't want to talk about what we did backstage. You'll find out if we're more than friends in 9 months.
Well, that ship has sailed.
Watch it. Unlike Janice Dickinson, I can produce fluid. No, what I mean is, what I find fascinating is that, yeah, you might be able to click instantly with people, but once again, I'm a little, questionable about all of it because you're on television, you know what's going on, and it is a game. Like, do you really believe that? I've known people for more than 500 hours.
But his feelings were hurt genuinely.
Feeling schmealing.
No. When you're in that house, there's 24 hours that you're with somebody, and the person you click with, unfortunately, mine was Hopkins, but what happens is you get to know somebody 24/7, and you really, there's nothing left to talk about but your life. So I do feel that Austin feels that it was a real relationship.
Yeah, I felt sad for him then. I could have cried because I thought, you know what, you're kind of putting it out there and you're like, actually, you've been my mate, James. We have been close. And James was just shooting him down. And
that's what it was. That's why I felt bad. Like, he genuinely felt bad.
Well, let me see what you think. What do you make of it, Austin and James? Are we thinking they're friends or what? Oh, trust him to pipe up. Go on.
Look, Justin and Austin, they are close friends, and it's good that a gay man and a straight man can get this bond together, and there's no inhibition, and this shows true friendship. all the way. And Austin trusts James, and I think James trusts Austin. And it was good that James was able to go to Austin because he trusted him and he listened.
I've got to say, your tits look lovely tonight.
Now look at Michelle! Look!
I see.
She's working it. Listen, on that note, give him a round of applause. That was a nice little it's time for a quick break now, but coming up, you crazy fools got him evicted on Tuesday night, but you can't keep a fat man down. Former President Scoop's going to be stepping into my office for a chat. Plus, we've got all the latest news from the house. But now, with 9 housemates up for eviction tomorrow night, the possibilities are endless. Who stays? You decide! You decide. This week, all housemates face the public vote. The 4 housemates with the most votes will be safe, and the remaining housemates will face an eviction twist. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 6 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Austin, add 01. For Bobby, add 02. For Farah, add 05. For James, add 07. For Janice, add 08. For Jenna, add 09. For Natasha, add 10. For Sherry, add 12. For Stevie and Chloe Jasmine, add 13. Calls to the long number will cost 50p plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50p. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. Votes cast after lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Big Brother's bit on the side. You're not watching RuPaul's Drag Race. It's the biannual Drag Night special. Look out, girls! All right, stop milking it. No more. No more. Sit down, please. Yeah. You've had your moment, ladies. In a minute, I'm going to be joined on the sofa by one of America's finest. Scoop's going to be having a chat with me. But first, it is time for tomorrow's headlines. It's time for today's news. At 10:08 this morning, Austin was still sore after his late-night tongue lashing from James. Yeah. Like that, filthy mares. He weren't letting it go without a fight. You are disgusting.
You could have said I was sorry last night, boy.
I did.
I was restless all night.
I said sorry to you about 10 times. And I said to you it wasn't my intentions and I apologise if it insulted you. And then I gave you a kiss on the cheek before I came to bed and broke it nicely down to you. I couldn't have put it across in any nicer way.
Well, I had restless night's sleep.
Yeah, I noticed, because you jabbed me at ribs 3 times and went, I'm not happy with you. Do you remember doing that?
Nope. But it's perfectly suited for this.
Oh, there's a man who knows how to hold a grudge. And at 12:08 this afternoon, James had a moving heart-to-heart with Janice about a special relationship with Chloe.
How you are with Chloe is how my granddad is with me, and you know why? Because, and I go on to explain this as well, sorry.
No, look at me.
It's you've been through it, so you can relate to Chloe, and you can understand her feelings, and through your, you know, and through your difficulties and the lessons that you've learned and the person you've become, you can help Chloe find that place in her life. And everybody needs a Janice or my grandfather in life. Everybody needs somebody to help them, you know, that they need that help, they do, and people might see that you've got an alliance, but I don't. I just see you seeing in someone that needs help and needs a friend and a support, you know? And I see that, Janice, I do. And I respect you for that, I really, really do.
Thank you.
Oh.
You know what? That means the world to me that you're able to see the relationship that I've established.
Yeah.
Don't! Oh. Listen, it was Groundhog Day in the house today. Big Brother revealed today's task. And at 1:15 this afternoon, it meant getting involved and getting Janice to relive the same moment over and over again.
Housemates, today you are all on a secret mission to create a reoccurring series of events every time Janice leaves the diary room to give her an extreme case of deja vu. So this is the sequence. Austin shouts for James loudly from behind the dining room table. Farrah shushes him. Stevie theatrically dips Chloe and kisses her in front of the stairs. Sherry walks out of the living area toilet complaining there's no toilet paper, with a string of toilet paper stuck on her shoe trailing from behind her. Housemates should now rehearse the sequence before Janice exits the gyro room.
And it was Groundhog Day in the house. Big Brother... We've just done that. Do you get what I did there? No. Anyway, suffice to say, the task wasn't the quiet roaring success that they wanted it to be. But then again, this is Queen Janice. We're talking about Queen Janice.
I don't know, how do you sandwich? And so,
Jay!
I am
Austin.
17 years old.
Jay!
That's rude. That's rude.
I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I don't remember many of them.
Where's James?
Hello? Ah! So sorry. Excuse me. You've got toilet on your foot.
Pardon?
But the funniest thing, that bit there was the third time she actually done it, and she still hasn't clocked. She actually owed. And that was today's news. There you go. That said, it's been 48 hours since we waved goodbye to the voice of the club and our house, Fat Man Scoop. But where have those famous slippers and socks been since, I want to know. This is the aftermath.
Celebrity Big Brother house, this is Emma. I can now reveal third to be evicted is Scoop.
I'm not pissed off that I'm evicted. What's happening? I'm feeling great.
It's Scoop!
Here's the facts. I made friends that I'll probably talk to for many, many years to come. I lost 2 stone 2. I mind my business. If I have something to say to you, I say it to your face and not behind your back, and I stay true to everything that I'm about. That's it. Great Britain, I love you, I love you. The Big Brother experience has changed my life in many ways. It's an experiment in submission. I'm a guy who likes control, and I had to submit my entire life to Big Brother. But it's also, I learned so much about people. I learned about dynamics. I did 80% of the damn show. How can I be angry? How can I not feel great, man? I lost 2.2 stone, man. I'm in good shape. I'm happy to be here, man. I changed my life. I changed my health. You know. All right, let me ask you a question. Is there any Scoopisms that you know?
We love you.
What about sit your ass down?
Sit your ass down.
I love them. I love them. I love them. Make some noise. I think England respects me. They respect me for the way I carried myself. And as long as I can look myself in the mirror, it's all good with me, man. I am good.
I'm very proud of Scoop. He did New York proud. I mean, people didn't want you to leave, for sure. It was a big shock. It's all going to kick off because you're not there.
Stand up for yourself. Stand up for what you feel is right. Love you, brother. You know you're my man.
I love him.
Be true to yourself. And if you do that, you will always win. I'm a winner. As far as I'm concerned, I already won Celebrity Big Brother. I'm free, man. And as long as I'm fair and true, nobody can stop me. Hey, bits on the side, it's Fat Man Scoop. I'm out. I'm gonna go check my phone, go check my email, speak to all my friends and family, and I'll see y'all later on. Why don't y'all leave me alone? I'll see y'all later on. We'll talk later. Love you, and be safe.
One more time, give it up for Scoop! Well, listen, you've had a busy couple of days since leaving the house. How's it been being back on the outside?
I mean, it's crazy. You know, I thought that my phone and my computer would mean more, and they mean less now. I came in today and went behind the scenes and saw the house, you know, the people in action. Just the work, and then just seeing people, you know, the house, how they have the live feed.
How it all works.
But how they have the live feed of everybody in the house, and you can see it, the producers.
Watching,
and just being really sad that I wasn't there.
Oh no, Scoop,
because once you're in that environment, you're kind of institutionalized. If they gave me a choice between being out here or being in there, I'd clearly be in there.
Oh, Scoop.
No, listen. Here's the reality. If somebody came to me and said, you can't win Big Brother, but you can do the rest of the 28 days in there, I accept that offer.
Can't we make that happen? I want to know though, Scoop. I mean, did you have a drink and a therapy session afterwards? Because, you know, I know that it was healthy.
No. Well, you know, for me, the kind of person I am, it didn't even affect me that much, but It was, you know, I just went and decompressed. I went on the computer. I checked out things. I tweeted Gemma Collins.
Tweet Gemma Collins.
Yeah, because I want to talk to her about weight loss and stuff like that. So, Bobby, don't forget, tell Gemma Collins I'm looking for it. Give her my number.
I'll tell her, babe, don't worry.
Oh, look at this could be James.
I worked out. I went and got a personal trainer. My trainer Mia. At MILW16, cheap shameless plug. I'm gonna try to finish losing the rest so I can lose a full 3 stone. And then
Thank you.
And then just reaching out to my family, bro.
Do you know what I really want to know from you, Scoop? Who are you really missing in that house? Because you are probably one of the only people that have come out on the show and said, I've made really genuine mates in
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I hope people don't get upset. There are a bunch of people that I miss. And I miss them all for different reasons. Bobby Davro, because he was a confidant. I miss Austin because he was crazy and wild. I miss James because he was like a rock. I miss, you know, y'all gonna get mad, but I miss Jenna and Farrah because I understand them so much. Yeah, and you can say what you want, but that's what it is. I miss Sherry because she was like the nah.
You know, Nana Sherry.
You know,
like
Natasha with her fieriness, you know, and again, Austin, because we used to always say, Ordersville. That was like a big thing in the house. I miss everybody. If I'm missing anybody, I had certain people, just everybody, for different reasons. Yeah, for different reasons.
And you've been watching the show.
Yes.
Has your opinions on anyone changed by what you've seen?
Oh, man, I mean, I see how when you're portrayed on television and you don't have control of the edit, how it can make you look. Just, you know, how Stevie is looking. Stevie is my guy, man. But, you know, sometimes, you know, through the whole thing with Austin and Chloe, it's not making them look great. And I'm hurting about that because I know how much of a good damn guy he is. And I know that he would be very sensitive to know how people are perceiving him out here. And, you know, when he gets out, I'm going to talk to him about it because I talk to him all the time.
You just brought them up, but Jenna and Farrah, I mean, we haven't really seen a lot of them. I didn't think I was going to say this, but we're not seeing the Jenna and Farrah we're used to seeing. They seem to have turned a bit of a corner since you've left.
You know what it is? I think that in my absence, I think people started to recognize how they need to be or what they need to be. And I think that they probably drew on a couple of lessons that I probably gave or thought or things that I said and started to build on them because I don't understand what the hell happened. All I know is the night that I left, people were crying, and to me, I went home and cried because that meant that, and I'm comfortable with my feelings and my sexuality and everything. I cried because that meant I made a major impact. But the fact is, when I left, everybody stopped fighting. So maybe they took something from me. Like, you know, maybe my time in there was for a reason and a season. So I'm, you know.
Well, listen, you said you might have left the building, but it's definitely not over until the Fat Man sings.
You
so on
damn
that
right.
note, I've got to say, I thought it was only right to give the world what they've all been waiting for. So
what are they waiting for?
I've got a Bots exclusive because this is your greatest house hits. Look at that. So this features all the house bangers you've done, including... Yeah, got that one. And also, we've got this one as well. We've got this one.
Happy birthday, Bobby. Happy birthday, Bobby. Now get your punk ass up. Get your punk ass up.
And who can forget the smasher that was this one?
Who the fuck care? Who the fuck care? Who the fuck care? Who the fuck care?
We've got to release it. We've got to release it. Give it up a scoop. You've got to release it.
Yeah, so I love it.
Still to come. I've got even more exclusive house action from today's Deja Vu task. Plus, we're going to be off the realness scale with Dame Judy James. Look at her. There she is. She's going to be separating the truth from the fake arse. You do not want to miss it. See you after the break. Welcome back. The Celebrity Big Brothers bit on the side. Still to come, our drag queens are going to be battling out for their favourite housemates. And in just a few moments, Dame Judy will be joining me to discuss who's real and who the fake asses are on the house. But now I did promise you it's time for an exclusive.
Earlier today, Big Brother set housemates a secret task.
Not me. Yeah.
The only person not in on the secret was Janice.
Thanks for sharing, Big Brother. Hashtag Big Brother. Thanks for sharing.
As housemates performed so naturally that Janice didn't suspect a thing,
no.
Housemates have passed today.
Well, wait a minute. Wait. 1 second.
Real.
Big Brother, could you ask the housemates what the tasks were so I can be in on this little private, espionage?
Well, he said, James.
Awesome.
He came tripping out of the door. Then Sherry came out with toilet paper
Then
on
we
her
kissed.
foot. Then they kissed. I dumped a glass of water 3 times.
I had no idea. You naughty housemates. Oh, bless your heart.
She's got no idea. Oh, well, as a reward for passing the task, the house have been given a Hawaiian theme party to celebrate Sherry and Stevie's birthday. So happy birthday to them both. But they've been under house arrest for 3 weeks. But we've got 1 more week to go, and the housemates are pulling out all of the stops to make it to the final. But I want to know, can we trust the people that we're watching? Or is it all for the cameras? I want to know who's working the realness and who's being a fake ass. There's only one lady that can tell me, so brace yourself, because Psych just got real. It's Judy James, everyone! The Dame! The Dame, I love her. They love her. They love her, and rightly so. Well, is it the fake world? The fake word's just been used in the house more than Farrah's lip gloss in my eyes. I just want to know, why is it such an important issue for people? Why are they so bothered about fake and this?
Just keep in mind that when somebody accuses somebody else in Big Brother of being fake, it's always the one that's doing the accusing that's the actual fake. And what they're saying is, you're not as rude and vile as I'm being. So we need to be faking Big Brother. People need to be faking there, but it's social masking. So you're going into a very intense social scenario. It's good to be polite. You can't really just carry on speaking your mind all the time. So some of them are being fake, but in a way to integrate in a good way. Others are just pretending to be somebody they're totally not.
Well, you've got your realness chart.
I have.
I'm liking it.
Like
Got a bit of glitter, girls. Just a little bit of glitter. Yeah. We know how to please them on here. Let's start with Jenna. Where's Jenna going?
Jenna's going at number 6.
Oh, so Jenna's going in the middle?
Yeah, ish.
Well, a couple of them.
Yeah, Jenna has spent her entire career faking it. And I had a feeling that when she went in there, she's doing this really hard, she's doing all the sort of balls. And I feel that she looks to me like somebody that probably genuinely would have preferred to put on a pair of slippers and sat there having tea with Sherry. I just feel that she's going through the motions.
The housemate, not the alcoholic beverage.
Well, both, actually, probably. All that putting chocolate all over, I just felt like saying, no, just relax. We actually quite like a lot about her, but not really the stuff where she's winding Farrah up and trying to get into all the aggro. So I just think she should have just relaxed, taken the makeup off and unwound.
Well, you just brought up Farrah. Where are we putting her?
Yeah, Farrah's an interesting one.
Oh, shut up.
She's going at number 8.
Oh, she's down there, though. She's down there. Why is she down there?
You know when you get a nut from the fruit bowl and you try and crack it and it's really, really hard, and then when you get it open, it's kind of rotten inside? I know people are looking for something nice. The one thing I would say about her, she now has the capacity, from the way that she's behaved, to twist it. If she can be nice now and persuade us that that nastier side was the fake, she could actually turn people's votes around and win it. But I tend to see... And her body language is amazing because she has exactly the same body language when she's being horrible as when she's being nice. Very wide eyes, big smile, and that creates cognitive dissonance in people. They don't quite get where she's coming from.
Well, we've just seen on the ULE there, obviously, Bobby nominating her. So what do we make of Bobby? Bobby Davro.
Bobby, I'm going to put in at number 5.
He's on the realness. He's on the realness side of it all.
Yeah, I think Bobby's done really well in that. I think he's like a dad at a teenager's party, though. I think he's suppressing a lot of, angst and aggression. I think he did have a bit of a plan. He said when he went in there, I've got a strategic way of dealing with people like Farrah.
Yeah.
And I think that involved being quite calm with her a lot of the time. But you could see he was seething inside. And then there's that wonderful clip when suddenly they found out that actually the people they'd been evicted weren't going to be evicted. And the delight, he stood up, his mouth
Look
went
at
into
him. Yeah,
a
you can see it.
rictus.
Look.
He absolutely, he was like an animal with doing a victory roll, and that was pure aggression, and that's a lot of how he really feels, but he's sitting on it because he wants to be polite.
Well, let's move on to a couple of housemates who have divided a bit of opinion, especially tonight. Chloe and Stevie, where are they going? Oh! Oh, that hurt me. Just watching it.
I absolutely love them, but they are such bad actors. They're hilarious. I mean, every set piece that they do, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then we have this wonderful clip that I've picked out that I think somebody's already mentioned. That moment when Scoop had gone, and her fake tears were classic.
Oh, look.
Absolutely
look.
classic.
Oh.
They start with the shoulders like a cat being sick. And she then buries her head, and then she comes up with just a dry face. Also, what I found interesting was the fact that it also showed their hands around the back of the sofa. Now, they're passionately in love. When you love somebody and you're that close to them, you use your hand touches as tie signs. So you're squeezing one another's hands, you're sending messages to one another all the time. You do it as a silent communication. They were using hands as though they were on ballroom dancing. They're barely touching one another around the back. Yeah, very polite hands.
She sees everything. She's not like Barney guys.
But I love them for doing it. I mean, absolutely, it's a great act.
Well, let's move on to Austin, because I can see he's on your top of your list there. So what have we got from him?
Austin, I have got at number 7.
Oh, so he's there. So he's in between Jenna and Fallon.
Yeah, only because of what he did today. I mean, I think he's done really well in there. And I didn't really mind him picking on Chloe. I mean, it was a bit harsh. But I think the thing that I really couldn't cope with was the fake apology. And I think possibly he needs to understand that when you make up, you either do make up or you don't make up. But he went so over the top, and that was almost taking the mickey more than
the
stuff that he was.
Can't you?
It was just so fake. He was complimenting her so much. It was over-congruent behaviour. So for that, I've put him down there. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to Janice.
Janice.
Oh, she's real. She's real.
Well, Janice is real in Janice world. Janice is in a different galaxy altogether, I think. It's like she's waiting for the mothership to come down and pick her up. I adore Janice. For her, she actually used the phrase, I'm speaking my truth.
My
so
truth.
She has her own,
my truth.
It's her own world of what's true and what's fake. And I think in Janice's world, she's the only genuine person in there. She probably sees everybody else as very fake. So adore her.
Well, let's move on to Natasha then. What's our atomic kitten got?
Natasha?
Oh, she's up there. She's up there.
I'll tell you why, because when she got stuck into conflict, it wasn't strategic. She went straight in. She actually picked on the big guns and she really let rip. And I think probably if you were going to be really strategic and just aim on winning and be fake, you would have just been like Bobby and just sort of kept your powder dry a little bit. But she just very spontaneously goes for the jugular. So for that reason, for her non-strategic behaviour, I'm going to take her as somebody reasonably genuine.
Well, I want to talk about Sherry, because I expected to see a lot more of her, and I love Sherry Houston, I really do, but where is she?
I'm trying to make some space here.
Go on.
Sherry,
she's real, bless her. Nana's real, Nana's real.
Because the point with Sherry, who knows? I mean, we haven't really seen her, have we? And I imagine when she comes out, she's going to explode like a boil and say what everybody was like and everything like that. But she's just really not shown much in the way of emotion. The only thing I would say is that she's been given all the... Everybody's crying on her shoulder and everything like that. And I almost see a look of relief when they climb out of her bed. So I think she's sitting on a little bit, but I think she's just walking around now in a bit of a daze, actually, as though she's in some strange world.
Well, let's move on to our last one, a bit of a fan favourite in here, I think, James. Let's see where he's going. Oh, so he's going right at the top, James. Why is he right at the top?
I'm surprised that I think that, because when he first went in, I thought he was quite a nice guy. It was interesting when Scoop was alpha in there. When Scoop left, he's kind of taken that mediator's job very nicely. And I love the way that he's handling and not being over cheesy. It would have been very easy to have turned around to Austin and said, oh, yeah, you'll be my best friend for the rest of my life. But he's right. He's seeing a guy in context in the house. He doesn't know his friends. He doesn't know the rest of his life. And I thought he's handling a lot of his conversations with maturity that I didn't expect him to have. So I might be wrong, but I'm putting him at the top of the list.
And I've got to say as well, looking at this chart as well, it looks like a really long, skinny Willy. Look, doesn't it? No. We've all had one. Give it up for Judy Jones. We love her. Well, listen, that is what Judy has to say. But as usual, it is you at home who's going to decide who should stay and who needs to sashay away. See what I did there, little sashay? After the break, the Queens are going to be locking horns in an attempt to save their favourite housemates, and our panel will be giving their verdict on who's got what it takes to survive BB's latest twist. We'll see you in a bit. Come on, girls, here we go. Back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side, and like any old good drag queen, we have tucked away the excess baggage and we're ready to prance our way to the top, and we girls, that's what we do on here. The main show better be watching that. That's all I'm saying, because hello, we are taking over, yeah? Am I right? Thank you. But listen, tomorrow night, you, the great British public, are going to have the power to save just 4 of the remaining celebrities. The rest are going to have to fight it out to keep their place in the Big Brother house. So to give each housemate a fair chance, we've drafted in their very own drag queen fan to take to the stage and convince you to save their arse. So, ladies, you're going to have 10 seconds to make your pleas. When your time is up, you're going to hear this sound.
Shut it down, girl.
OK. And then our panel are going to have their say, and when the full time is up, we'll hear this sound. And we will move on. So first up, representing Farrah, it's the Twinnies! OK, Twinnies, are we ready? Yeah. Straight down the lens, preach!
I mean, Dame Judy made it out as if being a fake woman was a bad thing. Well, I think she's really successful in the house. She knows how to play the game. She's accustomed
Shut it down,
to
girl.
Oh, I'm sorry, girls. Michelle, what do you think?
Well, I think I'm more concerned about Boots going out of business. If she doesn't get out to buy their lip gloss, I don't know how they're going to stay afloat. Let's be honest.
Bianca?
Well, I think she should go. We didn't want her in America, so y'all should keep her.
I just think I would love her to kind of go. I think it's her time, but she's bringing entertainment to the house.
Yes.
So for that factor, let's keep her in another week.
Scoop, do you think she should stay?
As I said before, entertainment value, and if she leaves, it's gone, and she's my people, so...
Has she been the entertainment, do you think, in that house?
To me, her and Jenna have definitely been the people that have...
Oh, Scoop, I'm so sorry. Next up, representing Janice, we've got Scarlett Harlett. Come on, girl. Girl, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Preach!
Excuse me. I think Janice should win because she's amazing, she's gorgeous, she's fierce, she's my spirit animal, she's everything I want to be, she's my idol, she's just plastic surgery goals, she's just everything.
Shut it down, girl. Well done, babe. Bianca, what do you think?
Oh, what I think is funny is that she thinks she's your idol. That's pretty amazing. That's a lot to look up to. I say keep the crazy bitch. I mean, what else is she going to do with her life? I enjoy it.
You enjoy her?
Well, in many episodes when I look at her, I'm not sure if I'm watching the show or if I'm watching E.T. It's the same look.
Michelle?
I love Janice Dickinson. I mean, how could you go wrong with Janice Dickinson? She's insane, and that's what we want, because once the crazy leaves, we get...
Boring. Yeah, true. Say, Bobby?
Do you know, I'm going to kind of agree. Like, I love Janice.
Bobby, on that note, all right, let's move on. Representing Natasha, we've got Davina De Campo. Come on, girl. Take your mark. Girl, you ready?
Hey. Okay.
Preach.
Vote Natasha. She is a strong, straight-talking Scouse girl, and she's not afraid to stand up to those Americans. She's a proud, natural ginger.
Shut it down, girl.
Shut it down, girl. Bobby, what are we making of her?
Firstly, babe, you're... lips are giving me life.
Literally.
How have you got
Love.
that on there? We'll exchange tips later. But Ari Natasha, love her. I don't think she's done anything for the cameras. She's been herself. She's been genuine. For me, she's my winner.
Scoop, Tasha.
Very genuine woman. Could win it all.
You reckon she could win it?
Could definitely. In my top 3.
In your top 3, Bianca?
I didn't even notice the bitch. I had no idea.
Not a biggest fan?
I didn't notice her. That says a lot.
On that note, there we go. Next up, representing James, we've got Vivian Lindsay. Come on, babe. Right. Girl, you ready?
I'm always ready.
Preach.
You need to vote for James, because not only is he the most gorgeous person in that house, let's be honest, he's obviously the most genuine as well, and he's got a heart of gold, and that bromance is absolutely
Shut
fierce.
it down, girl.
I'm glad you said fair. Shut it down. Scoop, what are you making of James?
Same thing. Handsome, loyal, genuine brother. Guaranteed to probably be 1 or 2.
You think he's going to be in the top 2?
100%.
Michelle, James?
My winner.
Oh, really?
Yes, my winner. But I will say he's as beautiful on the inside as he is on the outside. Yeah. That's the key in life.
Oh, B?
There's a saying that we say in America. The only reason why I would kick him out of bed is to fuck him on the floor. So he can win as far as we like it. We like it.
Bobby!
Okay.
Bobs, what are you going to say about James?
Oh, I'm loving James. He's a bit of guy candy. I love his bromance.
I'm sorry, Bobs, I run out of that. Oh, Bianca! Next up, representing Chloe and Stevie, we've got Charity Case. Come on, girl. Right. Charity, you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Preach.
I want you to vote for these two because they might be faker than my eyelashes. But we want to see them fall apart.
You want to see them fall apart?
Yeah, they're going to fall apart. They're so fake. They're so...
Shut it down, girl.
Shut it down, girl. Well done, babe. Michelle?
My boobs are realer than this relationship.
Scoop, what are you making of them? You've lived with them.
Man, why y'all doing that? Just go to the next one.
Do you know what? The thing is, they've got a massive... X Factor's got a massive following. I think that's what's kept them in there that long.
Yeah.
They're both lovely people. I've met them individually. However, just stop the tears, babes.
Bianca, Stevie,
I
and
think
Chloe?
they're cheap and phony. I don't believe it for 1 minute. I mean, I go for the natural look myself.
You can't Bianca Del Rio. Next up, representing Austin, we've got Sandy C. Come on, babe. You look familiar. Right, are you ready, girl? Straight down camera 3, preach.
Always ready. I want you all to vote for Austin because he's the only American that isn't as ego as big as the state, and I want to see those guys back in the shower, and I want to see who loses the
Shut it
soap.
down, girl.
Shut it down, girl. Bianca, what are you making of Austin?
I think that shady Michelle was from America and her ego's not big.
Thank you.
Get ready for Drag Race UK. You'll win.
Oh, my God, Bobby, Austin.
I love a little bit of the Austin, I ain't gonna lie. He's beautiful, I love him, and I think he's been a little bit genuine, so keep him in there till at least finale.
Michelle?
I mean, I love Austin. I think what he did was a little bit
Oh,
overboard.
Michelle! Next up, representing Bobby Davro, we've got Kitty Trey. Come on, girl, get yourself up there, loving the outfit. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Preach.
I love Bobby Davro. He's a national treasure. I want to see an erection of him in Trafalgar Square. And I think everyone wants to see that. He's amazing in panto. I was brought up
Shut
on
it
him.
down, girl.
Shut it down, girl. Kitty, sit yourself down. Scoop, what are you making of Bobby Davro?
National treasure, peacemaker. Love him. He's another one.
Do you think he can go all the way?
I think he can.
Michelle, Bobby?
He's the Cheggers of, like, our house. We have
Yes.
Cheggers. This is who he is in this house. So my gut tells me he's going to go because people do love him in this country for what he brought.
Bianca?
I thought he was a comic, though.
Oh, he is.
He is.
He's a comedian.
He is.
Shady lady. Bianca, Bobby.
Well, I gotta say, the only reason why she likes him is because she wants to date him and he likes to make you look wild.
Oh, next up, representing Jenna, we've got Miss Deluxe. Come on, girl, get yourself up there. Loving the ombre. Are you ready? Preach.
So you need to stay with this bitch because she is fabulous, she's fierce, and she's a filthy whore just a little bit like me. And why not? Because she's a truthful ass bitch, and you don't get nowhere by being fake. So
Shut it down, girl.
Shut it down, girl. Bianca, Jenna Jameson.
Well, calling her a truthful ass bitch, it's good. And comparing yourself to her makes sense because I can smell the same things. Being a whore doesn't make you a good person. It just makes you consistent. That's all I gotta say.
Michelle?
I love Jenna Jameson!
You like Jenna?
I think the name calling that she was doing in the surveillance room really hurt her. So that's what I'm really concerned about. You don't call people names and then try to come back and backpedal. It's tough.
Oh, good timing, Michelle. And finally, representing Nana Sherry, we've got Sonia Marmite Song. Get yourself on that pub. Girl, you ready? 3, 2, 1, preach.
Let's vote for Sherry, nation's grandma, loose woman, original from Corrie, but best of all, keep her in. Everybody loves her. A bit like Marmite, love her, rate her.
Shut it down,
Shut
girl.
it down, girl. Well done, mate. Well done. Michelle, can she stay the length?
Listen, if she just becomes Joyce Temple Savage, we'll
Yes,
love her even
yes.
more. We're missing that Solana moment from her. If she brings it out, she's done. The Janice impersonation was fierce.
Scoop, Bob. Scoop, what are you making of Sherry?
I can see that hair. That's all I got to say. But I love Sherry. She's a lovely
Bobby?
woman.
Do you know what? Let me down a little bit up until tonight.
Oh, Bob!
Doing the Janice, I love the Janice impression.
Very quickly, going down the panel. Bianca, who do you want to see out tomorrow night?
Ooh, tomorrow night I would have to go with Farrah. Yes,
You
Farrah.
want
Yeah.
Farrah out. Bobby?
Farrah, get her out.
Scoop?
I think it's going to be Chloe and Stevie.
Michelle?
I want Farrah out. I
You
just
want
don't
Farrah
like
out?
that.
Who'd we want out tomorrow? She's on it. Listen, that's all we've got time for tonight. A massive thank you to all my guests and our fantastic audience. Thank you. switch over to 5 Star now for a bit of a live from the house, and make sure you tune in after the eviction tomorrow. I'll be joined by McKevin, Nicola McLean, James Jordan, and Gal Porter. Plus, your latest evictee is going to be gracing the sofa. But now, Drag Night continues. God help me. See you tomorrow night. Oh, thank you, girls. Come on.